My next guest is simply one of the most awesome men on earth. He is the... Yes, he is! He's the co-host of... Yeah, you're thinking, oh, the Dos Equis beer guy? No. He's the co-host of Mythbusters. Mythbusters! Which airs on the Discovery Channel. Take a look at that.
We've been testing the myth that certain types of footwear can inhibit your driving to the point where they make it dangerous. We've done some controls, and we've selected the 3 types of footwear we consider most likely to cause that difficulty. And now it's time to put this story to the test. It's why we're wearing our driving shoes.
But when the rubber hits the road, how will these shoes affect Adam's 117 benchmark?
Okay, red shoes in 3, 2, 1, go.
Come on, baby. Let's get home.
Man, you know what? No, here's the thing. That kind of turned me on a little bit. Adam Savage, everyone! Adam, I have to say, you in red high-heeled pumps, it's quite the thing to see. I like it. Nothing like you in those shoes says science to me.
The most amazing thing about that was that Jamie didn't complain one bit. He often likes to flout convention, so the moment I suggested we should do this episode, I thought I'd have real trouble. Like, he'd be like, "Rah, rah, I don't want to wear these stupid shoes." And he knew that I would think that, so he was like, fine.
Did you get Jamie to wear high-heeled shoes?
We both wore red high-heeled shoes.
You know, I had a dream once that Jamie wore high-heeled shoes. That's a weird thing. Now, but how do you work the explosion in?
This one was not an explosive.
Doesn't have an explosion?
No.
What happened to you, man?
Sorry. We haven't lost our mojo. I wanted to do some driving stuff. I wanted to do high quality performance.
Do you know what the ones the shows I really enjoy these days are the gun ones, when you go crazy with the gun. You're actually a good shot.
I'm a pretty darn good shot.
Which it surprises me for some kind of, weird liberal from San Francisco that you actually can fire a gun.
It is funny, though. Every time they put one in my hand, it's freaky holding a loaded gun and pointing it at
nice.
something.
You like it, don't you?
Well, actually, what I really like,
Yeah.
we just redid a two-handed gun story where we did this a few months ago where we were firing like this, trying to hit one target and trying to hit 2 targets. And so fans wrote in and said, you need to do it both at the same time, because we were alternating our shots.
Oh, like Yosemite Sam?
Yeah, bang, 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 or bang, bang, bang.
And does it work? Well, you probably can't tell me.
The results were surprising.
Yeah. Hey, you know what you should do? Walk around firing guns with both hands wearing them red shoes. That's bigger viewers than Shark Week for that, pal.
The best part was our producer was like, where are we going to get red high-heeled shoes? And we're like, we're in San Francisco.
San Francisco, yeah.
Size 11 red pumps.
You can get any store in town.
Anywhere.
Yeah. You can go enter a 7-Eleven, they're like, yes, we have them here. So listen, what's going on with you then? You took the show on the road, you and Jamie, didn't you?
We did. Jamie and I took a touring show on the road for 6 weeks, 41 shows in 31 cities.
Did you have a bus? Did you go around?
We had a bus.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
We had 2 buses.
2 buses? One for you, one for Jamie?
One for me, one for Jamie.
No way!
Yeah.
That's crazy!
It was awesome. My bus is normally used by Bob Weir from the Grateful Dead.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. I wasn't able to find anything interesting hidden on the bus there.
I'm sure for legal reasons that's the wise thing to say. What about Jamie's bus?
Jamie's bus...
He built his own bus from...
No. For the first leg of the tour, his bus was incredibly noisy, and he didn't get much sleep. He was very unhappy about it. So they sent a new bus out from Nashville for him that was quieter.
An electric bus?
No.
A hover bus, perhaps?
For some reason, his was really, really noisy, and he couldn't get any sleep. And when he gets cranky, he starts forgetting his lines.
What do you mean he gets cranky? I mean, I'm a fan. Of course I love Jamie. I think he's a brilliant broadcaster, but he's a cranky. Tootsie Fruitsy.
It is all of bandwidth. Yeah. You can tell when he's really cranky because his head turns red. He's got like a mood head. He'll never admit that he's cranky, but his head gets bright red.
Yeah. Mood Head. Isn't that an album by the Grateful Dead at one point?
When I used to work for him and something would go bad on a commercial, we'd hear about it the next day, and I'd say to the model maker who was on set, like, how bad was it? They're like, Jamie's head was like orange.
That's when you know. Well, listen, were you geeked out when you were in school? Were you a geeky kid, or were you? Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
No,
you were,
I played with Legos until.
About 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, something like that.
I get it. Do you go to the Comic Con and all that kind of stuff? You do all that? Yeah.
Absolutely.
You
Not
gotta
only
this
do I
year?
go to Comic Con, but I want the full experience of Comic Con. And so every year I make a super elaborate costume and I go and I walk the floor in full costume. I've done Hellboy, Chewbacca, Stormtrooper. This year I'm doing it up. I'm doing like 5 different costumes.
Selma Blair was here. She's from Hellboy. She was in
I
Hellboy.
know.
I mean, I was like, I didn't even bring it up. But
I wanted to say hi. I wanted to say, I was actually emailing with Guillermo del Toro, her director, this morning.
Really?
Well, we're both geeks and we both like to put on costumes.
Now, are we talking about Guillermo or are we talking about Selma?
Guillermo.
Guillermo likes to dress up in
No,
costumes?
he collects the same things that I do, which is like movie props and costumes.
Do you ever find yourself in a cat fight over a movie prop?
No. Actually, what we send each other things that the other doesn't have. We trade back and forth. We're like each other's curators.
Adorable and creepy. Hey, do you have a lab in your house?
I don't have a lab in my house. I have a man cave about 2 blocks from my house.
You have a man cave?
I have
That's not a. Well, what's a man cave to you then? A big sports screen and.
No. I've got a pool table, and I got the most amazing thing for it. I purchased a casting of a full-size Tyrannosaurus Rex head. I've always wanted one.
It's always a you know what the biggest mystery is to me is how you ever got laid in your life ever. So you got a full
You and me both.
Yeah, well, so you got a full size. I just think Julia's a very understanding woman. So you got the a full size. How do you know it's full size? Who knows?
Well, it's a cat. There's only one casting out there, and you can buy it at a catalog. It costs a lot of money. And
Right.
this guy in, I think, Minnesota had one, and he offered it to me about 1/3 of what they normally cost. And I knew I'd never see this deal again, so I had it shipped out. And I have a little like winch crane in my shop for moving engine blocks and stuff.
Right.
So I lifted the T-Rex head out of its shipping crate with that, and then I just left it there because I love having it hanging right in front of the front door. It's like my talisman. Like I gotta touch the T-Rex head every time I enter my house.
What does this do for you? You know, I
That
mean,
is-
is it just the aesthetic pleasure of being around that stuff?
No,
Or is it?
I can't quite answer what it does for me, but my enthusiasm for it is the engine of everything that I have.
I agree. I mean, I find it infectious and adorable. I think it's admirable in you, but I just don't see like when you see like a giant, you know, a Tyrannosaurus Rex. When I see one, I'm like, oh, we're in a bar. You know?
Yeah, I can't quite explain it, except I love having these things. I love touching them. I love trading them. And I mean, my friendship with Guillermo is so great because I love giving them to other people who really love them.
Well, that's good. Guillermo was here. He has a separate house next to his house.
Bleak House.
Yeah, because his wife is like, no more of this.
He was amazed. He was actually appalled that I rent in my man. He was like, "You're renting?"
Oh, that's a great impersonation.
Mexicans
Boy,
only pay
you
cash for
don't
their
rent,
houses.
Action, baby. Yeah. Did you ever work with him in the props game, in the special effects?
No. No.
Do you ever think about doing that anymore? Or have you done?
Well, I mean, I still do it as a hobby. I build props and things as a hobby. I loved doing it. When I worked at Industrial Light and Magic for 5 years, it was some of the most fun I've ever had.
Great. And that's like geek royalty, right?
Oh my
there.
God, no, it was. I mean, and you know, it's like I'd be working on something and I'd solve a little problem, and then someone who I've been reading about in books about Star Wars since I was 11 would come up and go, "Oh, nice idea. Hey, did you see what Adam was doing?" I'd be like,
Yeah. Still don't know how you got laid. All right. How do you want to get out of here? Awkward pause, mouth organ, or you want to go for the big cash prize?
let's go with mouth organ.
Ooh. Are you sure?
You'd rather go awkward pause?
I'd rather go big cash prize.
Big cash prize. Let's do big
time
cash
is it, Jonesy?
prize.
It's time once again for the big cash prize.
Cash prize for the American dollar.
Excellent.
I just think. I mean, can you play the mouth organ?
I can play one thing on the mouth organ, but let's go for the big cash prize.
Okay, then, all right.
I can play Piano Man on the mouth organ.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, just the opening story.
I gotta hear that. You can keep it mine. If you can play Piano Man on this mouth organ, not only will you win a golden mouth organ, I'll give you the 50.
All right, here we go.
Close enough! Bring it up!